Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. We have Cup 8 Neptune Pisces has come in for you. So yes, this is detaching from something, a situation that is no longer fulfilling you. So this is coming in as a big energy for the reading for today. We'll pull some more cards for you, but welcome Saggy. This is a reading for October the 16th through to the 31st. So there's a few things happening, moving from Libra season into Scorpio season, getting a super inching closer and closer towards your season. There is a full moon in Aries, the sign of Aries, fellow fire sign, on the 20th, give or take a day depending on where you are in the world. We have Cup Prince Pisces Chariot has come out as well next to this. This feels good, Saggy. It feels like you are developing something new on the emotional level, on the heart level. Starting new. And this feels good. It feels like a real refresh. It's kind of, I'm getting excited. I'm overcoming a few things and I'm really wanting to I'm just getting this lovely enthusiasm because your heart's in something. Your heart's in it. Whereas in this energy, it wasn't in it. So it's like, I want to be putting all my energy into this now and developing this or this path that is getting me excited. So that feels really nice. So so what else is coming in for you? We have Cup 7. Gosh, lots of cup energy happening. So it could be quite a sensitive, intuitive or emotional time for you. Interesting, we have Cup 7, Moon Scorpio, but we also have the Chariot, but it's reversed. I'll just put it up this way for the moment so I can read it. Moon, Cancer, Jupiter. So your ruler Jupiter has shown up. But yeah, again, more, look at all this water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Whew, what is going on? We're stepping into the watery realms here, Saggy. So I feel like, I feel like you are understanding that perhaps something was a fantasy, something wasn't realistic, or someone. Yeah, I feel like you've given up on something. You've given up because it just wasn't going to give you what you needed. It wasn't nourishing for your soul. It could have actually been quite literally, it could have quite literally been something that was actually, I feel like you were asking for something that was never going to fulfill you. So we've got the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the Cup Prince. So I feel like you finally realised something about a situation or someone that it's kind of gone as far as it will go. And part of this journey is letting go of that and letting go of where this is going to go. Because I just feel like, when I say giving up, it just means not in a bad way, but just in a way that you're getting the message that this is no more, don't want to put any more energy down that path. So I hope that makes sense, Sagittarius. So this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. And a lot of you might know that I'm a Saggy Rising as well. But this is for all three of those placements. So be sure to check all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you the fuller picture of what is going on for you, Sagittarius. And also, this is a general reading, Saggy. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. You'll get the answers or the information that you need to hear in this reading. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. So the link for that will be in the description box below. And I usually pin it to the comments as well. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, actually, this just feels like a good realization. You know, when you just realize, like, for example, you've spent a lot of time hoping that something will change or something will get better, something will come along. And it does feel like, yes, finally it has. Realizing that thing you were hoping was going to be something that it's not, is never going to be that. But realizing now, that's the good part about being able to realize it now, is because there's something new here on the horizon, which is getting you excited again. So look at this. Your happiness is the most important thing really at this moment in time. And crossed by the 9 of Wands, feeling a bit exhausted, the 9 of Swords, a bit of stress coming in around this as well. The Death card, a lot of Scorpio, so you're kind of going deeper below into something. And the Chariot card in the recent past, the King of Swords in the near future, very much going below the surface here. Just going to pull another card for you here, Saggy. There's a very deep personal transformation happening here. Look at you, the Six of Wands. I like it. Victorious. Yeah, successful, judgment. Yep, you've got death and judgment and the Chariot. So this is, it's time is really what we're getting with this Justice card. Yep, new contracts coming in, soul contracts or just legal contracts. That seems to be a theme. And woo, the Nine of Pentacles. Nice. We like that. We'll take that. So beautiful energy, and at the base, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this could all be coming in quite fast. It could actually there's something about the pace, it's fast with this. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving card in the deck. These changes are coming in swiftly, or these realizations are coming in swiftly. So, the Ten of Cups crossed by the Nine of Wands, really, I feel like you can see this happiness on the horizon now. Like I said, this is the most important thing to you. And I feel like this Cup Prince, this new thing that might be starting small, but it's developing and it's bubbling along. It's very bubbly and, and kind of like jolly and happy. It's got that kind of energy to it. Very enthusiastic. This is actually something that could bring, or someone, or that could be bringing you a lot of happiness here. Sometimes it's surprise offers coming in with this Cup Prince energy. But you are so your happiness is really the number one thing here. And that's where things that have not been happy have been shown to you. And what I like is Jupiter actually, when we turn this upside down, this card upside down, Jupiter is now in the top. And I feel like that this energy is just, it's talking to you. This Jupiter is your ruler. It's expand. It brings luck. And it's kind of just saying, like a little guiding light, this is not right now. And you know that. Intuitively, you've probably known it was coming for a while. And so now there's this other thing calling you. So listen to that intuitive voice that you're getting from that Jupiterian energy. Might come through your intuition. So crossed by the Nine of Wands, this is where you might be just feeling a little bit tired, a little bit exhausted, a bit over it. The Nine of Wands is when you're right at the tail end of a cycle. You're at the tail end of something. It could have potentially been a struggle. And it's just you wanting something to tie up loose ends, something to complete. So, yeah, the Nine of Wands is just like it might just be you need to, once you kind of release this, you might just need a little bit of time out to rest, recover, rejuvenate, that kind of energy coming in with it, detox even from it. The Nine of Wands is about releasing the struggle from the past as well. So what part of you is finding it hard to let go of it and to not think that this is going to continue? You might be thinking, oh yeah, but sometimes, we get stuck in these cycles and it's like you still hold on to it because it's something even though it's something you don't really want. So it's kind of interesting. But yes, you're getting very strong messages around letting some things go. With this Nine of Swords, because it's opening the door to this new. So with the Nine of Swords coming in your conscious mind, this is, there's a lot going on in your mind here. There's a lot. So this is like a lot of things happening. It could be a few sleepless nights. It could be a little bit of stress and worry and anxiety. It could be just having some weird dreams coming in that are waking you up. And it can also be, usually the message for the Nine of Swords is that the things that you're worrying about are unreal. They're not real, even though they may feel very real to you. And I can't see anything else in this reading to worry about here. It's all actually really good. So I feel like there's just something going on inside your mind that it's just your mind like ticking over, tick, 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 ticking over. So yeah, if you are stressed about something, I think it just is because there's a lot to process here, really. But, you'll all have your own individual journeys. But what the message is, there's nothing to worry about here with this. At the base, we have a Scorpio energy, the Death card. And so you've got the Seven of Cups, which is Moon Scorpio as well. And really what it tells you about is to stop fighting a cycle that is no longer working. I feel like you've just lost the energy to fight it anymore. And with this death card coming in with this scorpionic energy, this is at the base, this is at the root, this is deep down energy happening inside of you. This is a very, very deep personal transformation, a deep change. And so it's actually just this is why it's important to look after yourself, to honor yourself, and to honor the way you're feeling as well with this. So, but it's, oh my goodness, this is going to be so good for you, Sagittarius. Okay, in the recent past, we have the Chariot upright. So it was like you were trying. You're really trying with something. Now, I feel like, interestingly, like the Chariot is about success, drive, overcoming conflicts. It's this real emotional pull. And what this is that you are being emotionally pulled towards this new energy that's coming in, that's from the heart, that's developing here, that's pulling you towards it. And whilst you're being pulled one way, it's kind of you've let go of the pull which was the other direction. So you've let go of something so you can be pulled this way. So yeah, I feel that you will know this. It's very emotional. It could have had some very emotional energy around this. Like I said, so it could be, yeah, sometimes it's good to have a bigger, good old cry sometimes, or just a good old blurt out with your friends. Doesn't have to necessarily be that for you guys. It could be very different process, but George is agreeing, but it's just, honor that if that's what needs to come in. In the near future, you got the King of Swords. This is where you're like getting down to business. You're like, I've cut off all emotional ties to you, to you now, to this energy. King of Swords is like, well, and that's what this Knight of Swords does, the work of the King of Swords. So this is very resolute inside your mind. It's like, no, it's done. It's the element of air. The King of Swords is very detached, even cool energy. And it's very much like, it's very decisive. It's very clear and rational. It's no longer in these realms of the emotion. It's very much like you've pulled yourself up and out. And that's why I wouldn't worry about that Nine of Swords too much, because you've got the King of Swords in the near future. So this is seeing a lot of clarity. It can also be, George is agreeing, so seeing things very clearly, just being very like making a few really good decisions. It could be creating a strategy as well. So it really is like future planning here. It's like, poof, right, done, moving into the future, what needs to happen, and just very get down to business kind of energy. So whoever this relates to, or whatever situation this relates to, they might really kind of get this person's really kind of detached. But however they feel about that, that's kind of, I don't think you're going to care because you've detached. So, but it might be interesting to just kind of observe their reactions. Anyway, so this, and I don't think you should feel bad about this at all, because the universe is saying this detachment needs to happen because it just was not going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. So here you are, the Six of Wands, victorious and successful, rising above, being recognized, and just going, look at me, I am, I am doing really well. I'm doing really well, thank you very much, and I don't need that anymore. So, yeah, the Six of Wands is a great energy, and it feels like you've overcome something. It really might feel like you've overcome something big here, and so that actually feels really good. And so it's interesting, we've got Judgment as well coming in. There's quite a few very intense energies, and the Judgment always heralds that there is going to be a rebirth of some sort, a big shift and change. So there are a lot of energies being brought up to clear some things that you thought you'd done with, or that things from the past, or energies that still haven't wrapped up yet have come up to be cleared out. So this could quite literally be just clearing, cleaning, but this can also be energetic and karmic as well with the Judgment card. There could be announcements, there could be, making announcements of some sort from you or somebody else. There could be some kind of news being passed down. It heralds that there is going to be a big shift and change, and perhaps a new era coming in for you on the emotional level and on the heart level into something that you love a lot more. So it's a necessary energy. And that's why I'm kind of getting anything to do with like that will make you feel better, even if it's like, it could quite literally be, yeah, if there's a space that you know, sometimes you have to move things out if you're leaving, if you're detaching and leaving, you have to do it. But if you don't feel like you've got any control over that, it can really help doing that like in a space that you can control. So at home, maybe throwing out some old clothes, or just rearranging a desk. However it might appear, something in your house, it might just feel a lot better to kind of be able to do that. That's why like detoxing or cleansing yourself somehow can actually feel, however that applies to you, could actually start feeling good, because it feels like you're letting this energy flow through you and letting it pass, which is actually really nice. We have as the hopes and fears, the Justice card. Now, interesting, both this card and the King of Swords are very detached and impartial energy. They believe in fairness, and it's very, you know, the Justice card restores balance. I mean, the King of Swords is a very different energy. It's kind of very much more taking action and decisive, whereas the Justice card says something has not been fair and balance on a higher level needs to be restored. So that's important. That's very important, and it feels interpersonal. So it's related to a relationship of some sort, or relationships of some sort. But the Justice card also can represent new contracts or renegotiating contracts of some sort. So that's in your hopes and fears. And we have as the outcome the Nine of Pentacles, which is this beautiful card of freedom. Just being happy in your own skin, being happy on your own, or going out on your own if that's applicable. This is a card of freedom, financial freedom, independence. So it's just feeling like, you know, you've got it. You get your mojo back and you feel like you've got what you need. And there's enough things around. There's a lot of gratitude for this, for where you find yourself as well. And it's just like... I'm kind of getting this sense of it might be nice to buy something nice for yourself that you can adorn yourself with, perhaps, just so you can feel kind of luxurious or just feel good some way. And it doesn't have to be super expensive. It can just be something that you just go, yeah, I'm feeling and looking good. So however that applies, this could be going out and buying some really, really yummy food, you know, or buying a really awesome bottle of wine, or whatever, however it applies to you. You could go to the thrift shop and buy this really cool jacket. I don't know, like, or a cool dress. However that applies, it's a sense of just feeling like, okay, I've blown off an energy that was draining me emotionally, and now I'm feeling a lot more free and easy. And so feeling very abundant in your world with what you're seeing and feeling in your world, which is really nice. Really, really nice. So we have as a kind of a base of the deck energy and overall energy, the Knight of Swords. And like we said, this is your mind spurring into action here. This is a very, very quick, decisive change that happens kind of like this, very, very fast. And so once you kind of decide, and once you know, and you're like, yeah, that's it. So that's why I'm kind of saying things could be happening and moving very, very quickly here, which could be part of what this Nine of Swords is. But I just feel like I actually feel like with underneath the King of Swords, it's actually a very positive energy, that Knight of Swords. So hold on to your prairie rugs, because I think once you detach and make some decisions, it's you're going to be interested to see what comes into play. Okay, there's quite a few here, and I don't know if I want to read all of them. So I'm going to read these two and then see how we go for time, because maybe these ones need to be read out as well. There's just heaps here. It says, I am worth loving. I do not have to earn love. I am lovable because I exist. Others reflect the love I have for myself. That's exactly it. And that's why if you weren't feeling that way in this energy, then you need to detach from that. I release all fears and doubts. That's great. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I am loved and I am safe. Beautiful. And I'll just look at these really quickly. I think it says, I trust the process of life. There's a rhythm and flow to life, and I'm part of it. Life supports me and brings to me only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. Don't normally get this many, Saggy, but I'm kind of getting to not discard them, so I'm going to. So take or leave what you get from these. I have the perfect living space. That's what we were talking about, like rejuvenating or zhuzhing up your living space. I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. That's also very important, isn't it? All is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. And actually, it's interesting with all this Cancerian energy around. A lot of it can be, with that reversed, it may be that a situation didn't feel emotionally safe anymore, which is kind of interesting. Life supports me. Final one, Saggy. Life created me to be fulfilled. Perfect. I trust life and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. Keep getting I am safe. But yes, I love that. And I love this is the final one because life created you to be fulfilled. And so you're kind of claiming something that you deserve here. Absolutely. It's your birthright. So let's pull a charm for you. What charm do we have for Sagittarius? I think we've got the little guitar. I've lost my little... I'll find it. I had a little purple pillow. I don't know where it's gone. I think Stella's probably knocked it off. I will find it and take a photo of this for you so you can see it up on the screen. But yeah, the guitar. Beautiful. The guitar. And so time to get loud, Saggy. Loud and proud. It's kind of what I'm being... I've got that song in my head. What is it? Let's Get Loud. I'm not going to sing it, but anyway. Yeah. Time to get loud, to show the world who you are, release your voice, release your message, release what it is that you have to say or just be who you are. But now, you might think, oh, I'm not a loud person or I'm quiet. This is just really it can be like a frequency because we're talking about music here. So music might be really important to you. You might be getting messages from music, but the frequency is always important with this. It's electric. It's an electric guitar. So it's plugged in and the frequency is super amped up. It's like bzzz. So it's kind of like whatever you're putting out now. And even if you are a quiet introvert person, you might not be. You might be really loud. So in that case, go out and be loud. But it's kind of like even no matter who you are, the frequency that you're emitting at this moment by releasing this is loud. Like if you were like a dog that could hear things on those frequencies that humans can't hear, if you walked into the room, like that person that could do that would just go, whoa, turn it down. So yeah, you might find some people really... just reacting to that in all sorts of different ways. Some people will be like really mega attracted to you and other people will be, it can sometimes trigger interesting reactions in people. So, but ultimately, this is a very authentic vibe that you're putting out here, and it's just... The universe it's just saying it's necessary for whatever reason, necessary to feel seen and to feel like this frequency you're operating at is being heard by the universe for whatever reason. They're not showing me or telling me why. Maybe that might come out in the extended reading, but they're just saying for the moment, this is where Sagittarius needs to be at. Okay, so... yeah, so that's it, Saggy. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to look at what's coming in with this King of Swords energy. This could also be another person. It is an Aquarian energy. It could be someone who is an Aquarius or has that as Aquarian type energy. Either way, I just feel like this energy helps you to get really clear in your head about something. So let's see what comes in with these decisive, very quick changes and decisions that are coming through in the near future. And what else is coming with this lovely Nine of Pentacles? This independence, this financial freedom. What's coming through with this sense of this lovely thing that's developing here, with this Cup Prince that's, starting small, but let's see where it's going. So that's all in the future beyond and the near future. We're going to look at that in the extended reading, and also any other intuitive messages that you need for this part of the reading, as well as we're going to focus in on career, money, love and relationships, and just really zero in on those energies. So that is all in the extended reading. I'd love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. I usually pin the link to the comments as well. Sometimes, if it's not there, then it will be in the description box. But if this is where we're leaving each other, Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. This actually, in general, feels exciting to me, this reading, this energy of bubbly and feeling like you're off on a new adventure and putting a lot of energy into something new that feels good and feels right for you. So overall, it's going to feel really good, I think. And so, thanks for joining me. If you would like to support the channel and appreciate the content, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because that lets YouTube know that you enjoy the content and helps support the growth of the channel. So thanks so much, Saggy, and I look forward to seeing you next time.